Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. And as always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps are in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading, you can get that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the blue aura quartz, then this one is for you. It's a bit of an ice shard, this one, but the message from this stone is releasing negative thoughts, releasing stress, releasing any negative limitations that you may have placed on yourself, and opening up to new opportunities. But the ice shard about this makes me feel like, you know, maybe there's a situation you're dealing with where somebody is ice cold, or it may feel like there's a shard in the heart, something like that. It kind of does feel like, yeah, maybe a little cold as ice somewhere along the lines here. So group 1, did I say group 2? I meant group 1. Your reading has a lot of blue actually in it, and let's actually start with the underlying energy. We do have the Tower, lots of blue here as well. So this situation where you find yourself right now, group 1, it seems like it's breaking you apart, and sometimes that's very uncomfortable. A lot of the time that's extremely uncomfortable. So you may be healing from something that has really been quite turbulent. We've even got chaos and conflict in the oracle cards here, another bursting apart imagery, which we'll get to shortly. But it does look like this is a challenging time for you. There's a lot of blessings on this path. There's a lot of wish fulfillment here. There's a lot of encouragement to move forward and move into your power within this situation. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is still playing out for you. This could be something that is the aftermath of a situation, or you could be just approaching this turbulence now. Everyone might hit a little differently with the timeline, but the Tower is the underlying energy. Underneath that is the 7 of Cups, so it may be leading to a fair bit of confusion, misunderstandings potentially, abundance falling away. Just is something that's been quite shocking as well, with the Tower being electrified, struck by lightning. I'm also seeing like great ideas coming through you at this time as well, and to believe in yourself and believe in those ideas. But let's jump into the past energy, group 1. We have the 6 of Swords, Judgment, and the Moon. Lots of blues here, so lots of processing, lots of thoughts, maybe lots of communication, lots of receiving information and sitting with that. But anyway, 6 of Swords and Judgment with the Moon. So recent past energy shows you coming to the realization or the understanding that you need to set yourself free from something. You're needing to just continue dissipating a certain energy, and moving away. Exactly as the 6 of Swords says, it is a card of leaving a turbulent time and finding more calm waters, coming up onto a new fresh land. This can be overseas travel card as well, 6 of Swords. However, mostly in this with the Moon, this Judgment here, it's like you've really come to understand that there's more peace on the path ahead of you, and you are coming out of a time of turbulence, chaos, and conflict. We do have even the oracle card here, the Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings, which might have a look at the book for. We'll see how we feel as we move through the reading. But it even sits under a few cards that speak to that as well. So this is a time to really release the past, release the pain, or even just sitting with acceptance before you can release. Everyone might be at a little bit of a different phase in this process, but the Judgment and this Moon is here because I think that there might be some feeling of unresolved issues, something you might still want to clear the air with somebody over, or it might be to do with the fact that you just don't know how or where your life is headed from this point, because maybe where you've been is all you know, and the unknown is ahead of you, and it's very unknown, and there's a real deep need to trust. I feel a bit tight in my belly as I say that, so maybe, yeah, feeling like a little bit churny and anxious about how things are going to unfold. The moon is there. You may feel like you don't know everything, or that, I was going to say, spirit's keeping something from you. You may feel that way, or you may feel like you've got to decode something, and that might be frustrating. And I don't feel like if that is how you're feeling, whoever that's for, there's no need to decode it. Things will come apparent, and as you continue to process and move into alignment, baby steps, lots of baby steps. I feel like there's a lot of blessings around you at this time as well. Like a lot of new life is birthing around you as you release this old. So you might be already ushering in the new. There might already be new opportunities for you. Just really noticing the flowers sprout up from the snow. So I do feel like there's a lot of blessings around you. And for some of you, you may have been saved or protected from something that could have gone much worse. I really feel that when I see this card, that potentially for some of you, you might have dodged a bullet. And maybe you don't quite see that yet. Maybe some of you already do understand that. But there's a lot of, lavish is the word I'm seeing. Like there's a lot of lavish things coming in your life, or perhaps you're already surrounded by abundance and beauty. Like a lot of just, you deserve the best is what I see. I really feel when I see this. And so it's almost like spirit's protecting or making sure you get the best, even if you don't see how that could happen from this situation. But anyway, let's move ahead into the current energy and the week ahead. About underneath the wasp spirit of sometimes life stings, you have got the Three of Swords. We've got the Chariot and the Magician here as well. So this is you sort of looking at, I guess, what maybe potentially what you could learn from the pain that you've been through moving forward, because I feel like it's a hard no for you to return to that type of energy. You're going to have your wits about you. You're going to be a lot more conscious and clear about what it is you want, what you're going for as you move forward. So part of the process is getting clear with self. We do have a few cards that indicate literal movement, like as in relocating or traveling. So some of you, that might be the message, planning for travels or planning for movement, or recently moved. But it is time to leave behind this Three of Swords situation. Three of Swords can be betrayals, heartbreaks. It can be third-party situations. It can be, I'm just going to say betrayals again, like it's something within the family dynamic, something within friendships or work. It can be any situation really, but it's painful. And you're moving away from that. The dark and the light horse here indicate that you will need to go through many more challenges as you proceed, of course, but it's with the confidence of this Chariot. He's holding the sunflower. He's like really guided by the light, guided by new blessings, guided by that inner leader. I feel like there's like a leadership quality within you that wants to rise up and step into its shoes or step into your power. You might be taking up new roles within workplace, or looking to expand your career, your status, your place in the world, financially rebuilding. There's a lot here that you're moving into magician mode, out of the uncertainty after having gone through something really painful. You'll be using that wisdom on the path ahead, the things you've learned from that painful situation. Nothing is wasted in that, it feels. Further into the week ahead, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Wands. So with the Magician and Chariot, you may be manifesting a new opportunity of commitment here. This could be a deepening commitment in a relationship. This could be starting a new work role. This could be stepping into roles of leadership or teaching. There's a lot of change happening that solidifies your life this week. There's a lot of growth and pushing you in the direction that just brings more structure and stability. We do have communication with the Eight of Wands, and I kind of wanted to get a little more on that because it feels like, a bit of maybe a shock information. Maybe there's a message that comes that you didn't expect at the end of the week. well, we'll pull an extra card on that to see sort of what the energy is around that, because there are some other cards here where we'll just proceed as we go. Okay, so all right, Magician, Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles as well, what I'm feeling when I first saw that is that feeling of having one foot in the past and one foot in the future, where you might still feel like you're processing that thing that stung in life with the wasp spirit, the chaos and conflict. You might be just trying to rebuild a bit of stability inside of yourself. And also I feel like if this is a relationship breakdown, for those that have left behind a very painful relationship, whether it's intimate or friendship, family, whatever, you're looking at ways in which you want to move forward in connection, and looking at the types of connections you would like, and how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you show up with what you believe. When I see the Hierophant, I kind of get the feeling of embodied truth. So allowing your actions to follow your beliefs, and that can sometimes mean really healthy and strong boundaries. Sometimes those are new muscles that need strengthening, but you're willing to put in the effort because you realize that you are the creator of your destiny. You are what allows what energies into your world. You're the one who dismisses things. You're the lets people go. I just really, with the Magician in the center of this reading, I really do feel like you are coming to realize just how much power you might have in the little areas of life, and how that accumulates into a wonderful existence. Now, the Eight of Wands, let's get a little clarifier on that before we go too far. I just saw the Seven of Swords then, and I kind of felt it in my hands. We'll consider that. Got the Three of Swords and the Moon here, so there's clearly some sort of betrayals or dishonesty around you. Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords. So, all right, so somebody may want reunion or to come back into your energies. Queen of Swords on the bottom, you might be saying no to this person. If you're not saying no, then this reunion might be a welcome one, but you get to clear the air, speak your truth. And let's get a little more here. Three of Cups can sometimes be talking about third-party situations. Hermit, see the star on the bottom here. Six of Cups is there, the Ten of Wands is there. So yeah, there's a very high potential for somebody from your past that wants to reconnect, whether that's energetically you're feeling that, or it's more messages coming in, like quite literally we have got the Eight of Wands here, which is, and now like I saw that surprise on his face, so you might not be expecting this message, or maybe after this reading you might be low-key expecting it, but not still doubting. But with the Hermit that we saw the Queen of Swords before, I do see the star on the bottom of the deck as well. It's like, I do feel like you want to move on to bigger and better things and protect your energy from this situation. For some of you, it's a matter of clearing the air. So with the Six of Cups, Ten of Wands, it's like you don't want to put yourself back through something. For some of you, this is repetitive family dynamics. You just don't want to keep subjecting yourself to that energy or these patterns. So in the area of challenge this week, we have got the Princess of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and immediately when I saw her, you know, she holds a rose, she looks to the horizon, there's a love letter there. I kind of did feel that you might be waiting to hear from someone. It might be this specific person that we've talked about already. And we've got the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's an interesting conflicted energy, and as I look up and see Chaos and Conflict card, you might feel in conflicted about this situation, about like there might be part of you that wants to clear the air and speak with this person and find healing or find some sense of closure or peace. For others of you, you might dread the idea of reconnecting, and there might be a lot of triggers that come up around thoughts of having to speak with this person. You might be feeling both ways, and that might be why the Two of Pentacles is in the center of your reading, where you're still sort of processing and moving through this experience. So for some of you, this is about new opportunities taking a really long time to come in. I kind of want to move away from the relationship message, although it does feel strong for many. It does look like there's something holding you back. Maybe it's your own self-doubts. Am I going to be good enough? Are people going to receive my work in ways that I mean to send it out? Like there's, with the Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, this is such a slow-moving passion. It's like, where is it? Why isn't it happening? And so that might be the case for some, but others, it's just you're getting in your own way. You're not so certain if you can grab this new opportunity with both hands. You're just not quite seeing how things are going to work out. There is definitely a lot of passion and creativity around you, and just really do notice the sparkles of this water, which makes me think of like a clear and beautiful day where everything you need is before you, and you just know that you're surrounded in blessings. You know that there's so much around you to be grateful for and to look forward to, but yet something from the past might hold on, or your own personal doubts might hold on. Where you feel like you actually don't have any ability to move out of the situation or forward, or it just feels so trapped and stuck. But that's not quite the case. It's just a process. You're just moving through this. So what will help with the challenge? We have got the Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. So a few messages here. Straight away seeing like Maybon energy, and just like this is a time for you to start a creative project, for you to move your body and exercise, for you to indulge in your energy practices, meditation, Reiki, anything you're learning with regards to energy and spirit. With the Ace of Wands, it's kind of limitless in expression and creativity and experience. So the energy is there for you to take up new opportunities, to move forward. There's blessings, there's things coming in, there's opportunities. Six of Pentacles tells me that you've also got a lot of assistance here. And I kind of felt like this assistance has been there with you for a while now, whether that's within spirit, your friend circles, your local community, ways in which you can get help to move forward, whether that's talk therapies, financial support, like whatever the Six of Pentacles might be for you. It is appropriate to take people up on those offers and ask for help, receive help. But also I'm seeing here, like it's important to process where it is that you might be being taken advantage of in connections, and to just assert your boundaries, to clear away any addictions, or maybe even getting help with releasing addictions. With the Devil is there, so this can be addictions to drugs and substances, smoking, alcohol, overworking. This can also be addictions and possessive energy around relationships, codependency, toxic dynamics in that regard. You may be needing help heal from that. Maybe even get another card on the Devil there, because it's in what will help with the challenge. Releasing attachments will help. Ooh, okay. There's like way too many. I did see the Ten of Pentacles on top though. The Two of Cups and the Three of Wands. Okay, so there's a high indication in this reading that you might be waiting for news from somebody that you do really care about. And then I'm just really seeing I don't think I've ever noticed how talon-like the claws are of the man in this card, how they wrap around her face. He has claws. I just don't trust this energy. But I feel like you may feel there's unfinished business or closure needed, or you're still healing from something that was really painful and toxic for you. Three of Wands underneath, Five of Wands. This might be an ongoing situation. For others, there is no contact. What I feel here as well, for many of you, the relationship message, this is about not that there's any rush to do so, because there's always journeys to be had and healing, and it's important to take that time. But I think this is also to speak about like setting relationship goals and the types of people you want in your life in the future, and being very clear with those boundaries and what you're allowing in, even on a short-term basis, to ensure that you're being respected and that things are equal and fair and mutual. There's a lot of growth around relationships and attracting a really solid, beautiful partnership. Anything else here? Oh, I think we're spending too long on this one. It's just how it goes. Yeah, look at that, the Star and the Queen of Cups. I feel a very sensitive and beautiful person. What's that behind here? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, healing from something that really has broken your heart, I would say. Two of Swords. There's still that feeling of connection there, so maybe needing to do some cord cutting, maybe needing a lot more help releasing a past situation. So let's move forward into what will help. We have the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So this is about letting your dreams come to life, I feel, when I saw this combination, because of the way it grows with not only dedication, focus, planning, and passion, but it develops into the King of Pentacles, which is success and growth and ability and talents are developing. So with the Page of Pentacles, I first felt like literal budgeting, planning financially for the future, making plans with your time as well, so like routines and monthly calendars, getting things really organized, maybe even studying, completing assignments and projects and all sorts of things that you're doing. It's like I feel like a bit of a get to work program energy from this. But also with the Knight of Wands, it's like there's time for body movement, there's time for expression, there's time to like really just go for it. Don't let this past energy, and I was going to say maybe dwelling on that energy, hold you back. I mean, there's times to sit with it and process it, but then there's also a whole other area of your day that would be beneficial if it was fulfilled with your goals, your passions, the things that motivate you. This is a very highly motivated person. They go for what they want. They're building financial success. That might be where you're headed with life now, like really wanting to. I just keep seeing the squirrel with all of its acorns on one particular card here, and I just do feel like you're saving, you're gathering your resources. I see 222 on the recording. So you're building yourself up, gathering resources. There's a lot of attention coming your way from either the work that you're doing or even potential partners or friends, like people messaging you. There's definitely interest your way. Anything else in the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Queen of Cups? I feel here with a lot of you, there's like an offer coming in for work or a business opportunity. This might also be completely different, like a creative project opportunity or something with a friendship. Maybe it's like going away somewhere with a friend. This feels like it could be almost anything for anyone, where it is just there's life happening, new growth, and it leads towards more stability and success. I need an indication on that. Four of Pentacles, saving your money for future planning for even bigger success. There's so many coins here. There's like there's a small bag of coins here. There's a treasure chest of coins there. So a lot of what you're doing right now is with regards to setting yourself up financially, I do feel. In the outcome of the tarot, we have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool. So this could be a difficult conversation with the Seven of Wands. We kind of saw it towards the end there, where there's some news that comes in, or you might find information out about a certain friend or a situation that's broken apart. A friendship might be broken apart, just looking at the broken egg that's revealed. But and Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself, and the Ace of Swords is truth and clarity. So you might need to really speak your truth to somebody this week, say your piece basically, and maybe that truth sets you free because the Fool is here. afterwards. For some of you, this is about a conversation with a literal fool because there's been some foolish things said or a foolish action taken, and we're needing to really sort that out, or maybe there's an apology to come. But I do feel like this conversation does set you free and moves you forward into even more fresh energy of the future. And sort of similar vibes with the Judgment card, this Fool, with just all these new flowers sprouting up. There's butterflies all over the card. So there's a lot of promise in your reading for movement forward, but I just keep picking up on this entrapment energy from the past. But it's like, it's not permanent. I think you know that. Or even if it's just a minor hiccup that comes up. With the sandbags, I feel like that's sort of you just trying to keep the emotions at bay and sort of just not let anything taint your inner sanctum, trying to stay very strong within self, meditation. I get hermit vibes with this particular Ace of Swords. So you're really, I kind of feel like no one's pulling the wool over your eyes at this time because maybe what you've been through has strengthened you in that regard. So let's go to So It Shall Be. I loved this card to come with this crystal because they were just so beautiful and blue, and icicles like a snowflake. But let's go to the book for this one. We bring you the blessing of So It Shall Be. There are times when you will go through your life journey without any sign of what is going to happen. You may be working hard to heal an issue or build your dream and not really know if you're ever going to be successful. You may hope for the best, but not know whether you should really expect for the worst. You may sense that the universe is asking you to trust in how things are going to turn out, and yet giving up your uncertainty is difficult. That usually means total and uncompromising commitment. That usually means total and uncompromising commitment is difficult too. Where there is uncertainty, there is often hesitation and procrastination. Spirit doesn't want you to miss out on your dreams because you lack faith and therefore are holding yourself back from going for it with all that you have within. So you're being given the blessing of divine decree, of absolute confirmation of success, and the divine granting a wish fulfilled, which is switch your thinking from possibility to inevitability. It's not a question of if, but of when. Know that you are going to succeed and commit yourself completely. Don't hold back. Go for it with gusto. According to divine will, you shall manifest the high expression of your divine destiny this lifetime. So it shall be. And I see that echoed through your cards so strongly, especially with this Chariot, Magician, and the Hierophant in your week ahead. Like, this is you going for it, believing in yourself, bringing something into life, to creation. And with the Hierophant, it is that embodied truth. You also have in the encouraged energy here, that further guidance energy to go for it, to start these things, or progress if you've already started, to continue moving, to give life to your body, to work your muscles, your brain, like whatever this is that you're doing, like go for it, do it. So, added message to all of that, Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Wasp Spirit, sometimes life does sting, but you have got so much abundance around you and you're so worth believing in, and the things that you create will be a great benefit to your family or your community. We have chaos and conflict, and with this one we also had chop wood. There were lots of pairs coming out in this reading. So to deal with the chaos and conflict, chop wood. Chop wood, carry water, they say, right? Before enlightenment, chop wood. After enlightenment, chop wood. Maybe we should go to the book for chop wood. Where are we? Oh, I think I was actually on it. Yes, I am. There it is. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your conscious so that you can pay attention to simple chores of your life. Consider why pruning trees is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be, to let nature take its course, is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into the state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy and receive your aha moments, which bring you ever closer to what you seek. So I do like to talk about the magic in the mundane. You can see that even here with the Devil and the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, like something you perhaps really, really want to manifest, business success, or to be well known for your work. You might be very passionately driven by your purpose here. And there's a need to release that and allow it to be and become. So look for fairies. I love this for you. Maybe just a message to spend more time in nature, giving up some offerings to the fairies perhaps. You may already like to connect with them in your own personal ways. Continue to do so. You had a burning bowl ritual, be very beneficial at this time. Something to release. You may like to write on the paper and fold it away from you to release those energies. We have set relationship goals. Recognize what makes you happy and strive to find that in your love life. And I kind of saw that throughout the reading as well, of like really reflecting on what works for you and what doesn't work for you. What are your non-negotiables in connections? We have bounce back, don't give up, all is not lost. Get back up and keep trying. And we have some tea leaf oracles, and they came out in a few bunches. So first of all, we have heartache over what you no longer have. And that's definitely there with life stings, the Three of Swords. Then these two came together. We have April and a wish grant. I think they came together, did they? No, I think maybe that came with, April might have come with Spear. So it might have been the heartache in April that you're still healing from. For some of you, the wish was in April. We have wishbone here, and we even saw in the So It Shall Be that this path is leading to a great wish being granted. And we see it again with the wishbone here. And then we had these two coming together. The finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And that problem is a parrot, someone who will gossip about all of your secrets. So you may have a little bit of trouble with, we see it here in the Fool. We see like surprise communication. And even as I'm holding that, I feel suddenly really dizzy, like, whoa. So like it's still kind of there. You might not expect that situation to happen where somebody is, just saying something about you, whether that's true or maybe it's your private information you'd rather not be shared. So do be careful who you're confiding in with that message there. So group 1, that is what I have for you in this reading. It's gone for a little longer than expected, but that's how it is. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Angelite little tower, then this one is for you. So Angelite is about spiritual awareness, soothing, and clarity, calming, all of those beautiful soft Angelite vibes. So group 2, let's jump into your reading. It does look like an interesting reading, and honestly, if you felt drawn to group 1, there might be a message there for you as well, because group 1 is very similar, but I'm seeing that a lot over the last 2 months, I think, where group 1 and 2 are kind of just really similar. Is what it is. So group 2, let's have a look at your reading. Underlying energy is the Knight of Cups here, so this could be new romantic interest in your life. This could also just be you sort of coming back into the fun and the joy and the connection of love life, like the romance of life. It doesn't have to have an intimate partner to be romantic with life. Just, that joyful spirit, happy to go and do things, spending time with friends. But when I look at this card, she actually does look a little bit glum. I'm just noticing her face expression is a little bit solemn there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a bit like, So let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Underneath that is the Five of Swords. So yeah. You might have had some offers you're not interested in. You may have had to walk away from a Knight of Cups energy that didn't work out for you. But anyway, let's jump into your reading and see what's going on here. So the past, we do have the 9 and 10 of Swords with the Chariot. So yeah, it's a brutal imagery with all of these swords and the black here, but the Chariot is there. You are moving forward from this energy. This 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords, this is anxiety over an ending. So may you still have a lot of dreams about a situation or a person. You may be just moving through the motions of an end of a relationship, end of a job, end of a chapter for you, and getting ready to move forward with, I guess, she actually looks pretty like, I've got this on her bike there. So I'm getting even a smug energy, if that resonates with you or someone you're dealing with. But there is a sadness to this ending. I do feel if this is a relationship, that the other person is feeling this as well, in their own way. But let's just focus on you, where they may be having a little bit of sleepless nights, constant thoughts and worries about the end of the situation. But Chariot is pushing you forward. And even actually, as I look, we have got the Moth Spirit above the Chariot, which is surrender now, which kind of makes me feel like that kind of belongs with that start energy of letting go of this ending, accepting that there was an ending, and coming back into your power. There's something about her face expression that I think is important here on the Chariot. She just looks like, determined, potentially. Like, nothing can get me down now, that sort of thing. Like, it's that, yeah. So anyway, we'll move into the week ahead, where we have got the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So nobody wants to see this energy, but it is what it is. And if you're resonating so far, then stick around, because it does get better. But the week ahead is that energy of wanting to protect yourself. Four of Pentacles are there. You may be blocking someone else may have blocked you. You may be just wanting to sort of save your energy right now. Saying no to people is probably advised, where you just tend to your needs, tuning into yourself, maybe taking a little bit of a load off. Ten of Wands tells me you're carrying a lot of responsibilities, you have a lot of burdens. This could just be the past baggage that you're still carrying and holding on to, uncertain of how to release it. Some of this stuff is pressure towards yourself. Like, I feel like there might be parts you're harshly critical of about your life, your body, your mind, your work, like whatever this might be. I feel like you might be very harshly critical on yourself, and there's a need to maybe just tend to some of those negative thoughts that may come up of like comparison, or feeling like you're not good enough for something. I just kind of get that feeling that you might be a bit hard on yourself at the moment. But the Four of Swords is seeing you rest, take time out, step back from a situation. So the past energy and the start of the week ahead, this current energy you find yourself in, is just trying to navigate pain and release. And I think as well, perhaps even being a little bit overworked, or just like got so many things, one thing to the next thing. So wanting to maybe break that up a little bit and take some time out, maybe saying no to a few commitments if you needed. Further into the week ahead, we have got the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. I might as well say I see Cancer's energy here, Gemini's here, Taurus as well. Those are the main energies. All good if that's yours or not. So in the week ahead, we have got the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. So what I feel here for many of you is a deepening of your connection to spirit, and a deepening of a connection to your life as you see it right now. Like I see you sort of landing in a soft way into this moment, or into what's next for you. Although you may be struggling with holding on and trying to release, and just feeling a lot of tumultuous energy as you release something from the past and continue to sort of build your energy back up. I feel like low energy levels here. So that might be something you're trying to work on as well, is just like shifting your routines, or what you put in your body, or what you do with your body, sleep routines, all of that stuff, to help sort of bring the energy back. Because I do feel like your system needs a little bit more support, whether that's through nutrition or rest, or just some conscious choices, tuning into the body and giving it what it needs, and maybe even learning some things about how to support your system better. But a lot of this feels like a bit of that, a softening here. The Queen of Cups, the Lovers, For some of you, this could be a beautiful friend who shares some insights and wisdom or some healing with you that helps you on the path ahead. For others, this is a beautiful new opportunity, and maybe in a work role that's quite nurturing, or within a workplace or community that feels like home for you. Like, all of these cards are beautiful. They talk about a new beginning that feels very aligned with your heart. They talk about connection with people who are aligned with your journey. It's stunning. So for some of you, these people are already around you. You may have a beautiful family and a friendship network, or a community or workplace. These things are already there for you. For others, this is something you're coming into because you've left behind so much heaviness of the past and people that don't align with you anymore, and maybe that's been really, really painful to sit with, and like, really truly, as she sits in the Four of Swords, she holds her belly and her mind, and it's like, we've all been there before. But I feel like there's a softening this week, and your intuition is really tapped in. You're really connected. There's a new opportunity, perhaps even an opportunity in love. We have got the Knight of Cups there. For some of you, there is a new love available to you, if that's something you're open to. For others, this is like friendship or starting a new project that you're going to move and create a whole new career for yourself. With the Page of Pentacles, like, she's got a backpack on. She might be going off to school. She might be traveling to a new city for school. So there's a lot of future plans for you that bring in a lot of community and growth. There's a lot of blessings. There's a bit of travel plans here for some of you. So in the area of challenge this week, we've got a lot of wands. The 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. So for some of you, energetically, this is a real challenge still, from the past. You may be still picking up on things along the line, or you might be just feeling extremely exhausted. The 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior. She's been hurt before. And when I saw this card originally come out by itself, I feel like this is you being a little bit distrusting of new opportunities that may come in. Or it may be you considering how, if new opportunities do come in, you may already know that you are going to be a little bit too guarded. So that might be something you're trying to soften. That's probably why we see the Queen of Cups with that Four of Swords, the Lovers. Like, you are an angelite as well, the crystal of spiritual awareness and soothing. I feel like that's what you're doing for yourself right now, is soothing, because you don't want to block out new opportunities. You do want the good life, and it is available to you. We have the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. So the challenge also this week might be conflict with people, arguments, needing to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, saying, no, I don't tolerate this. No, that's not good enough. Just straight up no. Maybe coming from you this week towards a person or a group of people. And it's rightly so. It's really necessary. Like, I can't stress this enough for you this week, group 2, that you say no to these people, this person, and that you continue on this path, the Chariot. You protect your energy with the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's hard to say no, perhaps. Maybe it's hard to let go, but you deserve all of the blessings that come from the space that creates. So in the further guidance, what will help with the challenge, I love to see the King of Swords here. Maybe a woman in this card. 6 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So all of the wands up in the challenge, what will help is mental intellect, truth, boundaries, sharp cutting, cord cutting, right? All those wands, right? That's a lot of cords. Some people need a cord cutting ritual. Some people need a burning bowl ritual. Some people need to go into a state of releasing their situation. Some people need to listen to group 1. Some people, this is enough. But 6 of Swords is literally how group 1 opened up the reading, I'm pretty sure, where you are leaving behind really turbulent times and finding healing, finding more calm waters, calm connections, calm home space, having a home space that is soothing and a place to heal and retreat to is extremely important. And with the King of Swords here, these are the strong boundaries that you need to assert. I was just wondering if that was blood around the feet. But no, I mean, maybe it is for some. But we have with the 6 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, it's also saying that I think that you understand that even though you may be moving yourself away from the source of pain, it doesn't mean you're not going to experience any pain during that time of isolation or separation or distancing yourself as you come into the new. So it's like another whole level of pain yet to move into and heal or dissipate in this next step of releasing. It feels like you've had to hit through a few layers of pain here. I just got to keep saying that this is the direction you're meant to be headed. You're meant to be releasing yourself from this. You know, it's not going to be. It's going to be a little messy. It's going to hurt. There's something about the black ink in this particular heart, the rain, just like how ruthless perhaps or cruel the situation may have been for you. Further guidance here, we have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, for some of you, I got a railroading message just now where somebody may be literally trying to railroad you, where they assert their dominance, they just drive on in, they do what they want, they take control, they take what they want, they leave, or whatever it is. You may be feeling trapped to that certain energy, someone who just stands over you completely, or again, railroading, there's no... Yeah, that may not be for everyone, but I do feel like a very dominant energy, a very bashful energy or something that might be around you at times, and it's so arrogant, and I just feel repulsed by it at this moment in time. If that message is for you, you know what you need to do with the King of Swords is get yourself away from that, like way away. Really connecting to that one. Let's move into other messages here where you are going for your wish fulfillment. The Knight of Swords is someone who goes for it. You've got yang energy in your reading. You've got own your power in your reading. You've got a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is fast movement, but I think we both know, group 2, that it's maybe not going to be. I mean, some of you may, like, life might be happening. But for a fair portion of you, I feel like it's not going to be as fast as the Knight of Swords, but it is going to be as determined, and it is going to help you learn a lot. A lot of conversation, a lot of exploring, a lot of information to receive or find in order to create this life you want. Maybe this is about mental health awareness and mindset and creating your reality through the way you think and you see and perceive the world. For others, this is some other goals you might have about studying something, acquiring some knowledge or some level of achievement to move on into something else. There's like goals you might have, or these might be hazy goals, these might be clear goals. But what I'm seeing here is that you go for these goals. The Eight of Swords is there with fear, doubt, entrapment, feeling like she can't, but that's not the truth. The Nine of Cups is here. I feel like there's a lot of wish fulfillment on the path ahead for you, but you do need to get out of your own way. And with all of these swords here as well, I want to say, like just all the cards here, that there is a need to trust in the divine timing of things, and that everything is as it's supposed to be. That might be an affirmation you want to use at times when you're feeling like the timing is out. Everything is how it's supposed to be. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me. Whatever you want to say that helps bring into that trust that this is the moment. It is now. Otherwise, it would be different if it was supposed to be. And so, in this moment, owning your power. And trusting that although you may have a lot of excitement to drive forward really fast in one direction, there's that encouragement from Spirit to go for that is there. Like, yes, don't hold yourself back, go for it. But there's also this added message with the Knight of Pentacles next, and even the Eight of Swords, the timing of things, that there is a need for slow and steady wins the race with Turtle Spirit in your reading. I'll grab it in a moment. There is a need for careful planning, but don't temper that excitement you have, the passion you have, the drive. Yeah. For some of you, this is a massive wish to set yourself free. All right, further guidance, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands. So this is quite a beautiful outcome, considering we've started with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords, moving away from a painful ending feeling really anxious and attached still, into this, like, I'm slowly moving forward into something solid, something, I was going to say homely, so maybe that's the case for you. With the Hierophant here, this is about living a life in your own truth and being in alignment with your beliefs, so letting your actions follow your beliefs. You have a certain way of seeing the world and believing, then creating your world based on those beliefs, and staying true to yourself, staying true to your beliefs. This is also about commitment to something much larger than yourself. We see both of the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles coming into the Hierophant, so there's a lot of offerings to a greater cause, or there is a lot of time and energy, passion spent in developing the teacher in you, the guru potentially. There might be something you're wanting to create. Maybe it's a program, maybe it's an organization, maybe you want to open a school, like whatever it is you want to do. This is a really respectable position in life, and I do feel like that's something you're wanting to build up for yourself. Is to be a teacher, I do feel there's a lot to be said here about working with your hands as well. Some of you are very creative. The things you create with your hands will, they may have an impact on people in some way that's really beneficial. We might go to the oracles for this reading, but what I feel here is that you are, even though the Hierophant is a very traditional energy, and everything else in your reading makes me feel like how do I explain this? I just feel like you've got your own way of doing things, like you may enter and end up in some position that's like a teacher of a school, for example. But you're going to bend the rules a little. You're going to do things your way. You're going to create this completely and have it there's something about the uniqueness of your journey, and it's just, there's no replica out there. There just isn't. I just really feel such a unique energy from you with group 2 here. So we have the Moth Spirit, Surrender Now, and then we have the Turtle Spirit, Slow and Steady Wins the Race. I feel like they're quite companion cards here because it is a gentle release. It's like the Four of Swords to the Queen of Cups. This being the Four of Swords, perhaps, and the Ten of Wands as well, and even the Four of Pentacles, like holding on, but it's time to release. Time to release perhaps an unhealthy obsession or something that has been really, really unhealthy for you, something that's taken you into the dark. Surrender that now. Surrender the things that hold you in the dark, because you are slowly and steadily, like the Knight of Pentacles, moving towards something much greater, something very fulfilling. Slow and steady wins the race, and that you will win the race. I think you need not worry about the timing of things. We have the card Yang in the, Wisdom of the Oracle, all about taking action. Now is the time to create. Now is the time to move. Sitting underneath the Four of Swords, still honouring that need for rest, reflection and meditation and withdrawal from the world. But Yang is there because, like, it is time. The Ace of Wands in your outcome is kind of Yang energy as well, of spirit energy moving. You have the Divine Rebel. Might even go to the book. I think maybe not. We can the Divine Rebel is what it is. And I kind of picked that up from your reading as well. I'm seeing the pearl in the center here as well. Like, you do have this beautiful piece of wisdom that has forged over many years of pain, experience, and just, I was going to say wildness. Maybe that's the case for some of you. Maybe it's been a wild journey. But it's those different routes that you took, the what is it called, the unbeaten track, it's definitely given you a wealth of knowledge and wisdom to share with others, and the Divine Rebel is asking you to stay true to yourself. Not everyone's going to agree with how you do things. Seven of Wands is there in your challenge. You might have some people up against your way of doing things, but you are a Divine Rebel, and you're being guided to a certain way of living and doing things for a very good reason, and you need to trust that. So we have the 30-day challenge. I really like this one for this group in particular for some reason. So maybe this is an important one. It felt like it was very important. A 30-day challenge, it could be a 7-day challenge. It really doesn't matter, just a challenge. There's so many on Google. If you had a look, if for inspirational ideas, maybe it's a self-love challenge, maybe it's a fitness challenge, maybe it's a procrastination and motivation challenge, like whatever it might be. Give one a go. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. 30 might be the magical number. We are on day 1 of May at the time of this reading, if you connected then. So, maybe you've got the whole month. You've got own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power. We have in the self-care prompts, drink tea and hydrate. Again, companion cards. Literal hydration, so important. But so is a nourishing herbal tea. There's so many out there. Maybe you'd like to experiment with some different teas you haven't tried before. Highly recommend it. And in your tea leaf oracle to finish your reading, we had beetle, good fortune. We have nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And we have a well, family wishes come true. So these are so beautiful. I really like all of these together speak about safety in the home with the Queen of Cups, Lovers, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Like all of those are about nourishing connections, family, community, things that mean a lot to you, being on purpose, being on path, feeling aligned. So that whatever it is, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords is that you're moving through, is definitely creating room for more security, stability, and love in your home space and in your mind, in your body, in your life. So group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 2. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading if you've chosen this beautiful piece of crackle quartz. Then this one is for you. Look at crackle quartz for hours. It's so beautiful. There's so many little crackles and rainbows and so much to see inside. So many intricate details, which kind of makes me think of you, group 3. Very intricate, complex beings, full of beauty and wonder. And the longer you gaze deep within, the more you see, right? Oh, quite a butterfly wing there. That is beautiful. Alrighty, so yeah, a glow up. Wow, yeah, an improvement of your appearance, I really feel when I look at that. But anyway, what I was meant to say for group 3's crackle quartz is it is a stone of activating the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, and also counteracting any negative energy that might be coming your way. So a bit of an amulet to protect you against evil eye, or just a bit of psychic protection there, and just remaining super positive about your path, and so you should be. Group 3, it's a beautiful reading. I've got to say though, group 1, 2 and 3 feel slightly similar this week, so maybe you felt drawn to one or two or both. Just follow what you feel drawn to. And anyway, we'll jump into your reading. So what I can see here straight off, I see Scorpio's energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius is here as well. So is Leo. So yeah, there's a few energies there, maybe even Virgo. All right, let's jump into the reading. So past energy for group 3, we have got Death, the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. And I feel like this is a transformative time for you, for releasing and transforming, right? We've got the 8 of Cups and Death here with the 8 of Wands. This whole combination together means something that has ended for you in the past has changed you greatly. Something you've walked away from. It says on the back of her jumper, I am leaving. So this tells me you've done all that you could in a situation. 222 on the recording. You have really given it your all. You might have really tried your best in a situation to make it work, and for whatever reason you've had to walk away, but it's projecting you forward into a different time of your life with the Magician. I was meant to say the 8 of Wands, but a Magician is staring at me, which is the next card. We'll get to you in a moment. All right, fine, we'll pick you up. Magician is here. So this is propelling you forward into your power, into a different time in your life where you are going to express yourself in ways that you perhaps are not used to, have never seen from yourself before, maybe not very comfortable with at first, I'm getting as well. For some of you, I'm seeing like yoga and dance classes, like just tweaks in your routine that make you feel good. For others of you, this is stepping into roles and embracing new opportunities that are maybe a little bit out of your depth at first, whatever that is for you. I just do feel like the universe is providing you with a lot of new opportunities to help with the transformation you've been through, because you've gone through a lot here. The main card for your reading, I'll pull it up now actually, is purification. We've got black tourmaline on there, another indication of spiritual protection and grounding. I think we might go to the book for this one, purification. And because I feel that here with the Eight of Cups and Death, like you have been through a purification process. You're perhaps still going through that process, still tweaking your routine and the things you consume. Whether that be through your mouth and diet or through your ears, what you're listening to, what you're reading, what you surround yourself in. Like everything is transforming for you. Your body is transforming as well. I'm feeling some of you might be working on physical exercise. The glow up feeling I got when I looked in the Crackle Quartz is just amplifying right now. So your energy might be amplifying. There's a lot of attention coming your way. The work that you do will be noticed a lot more as we progress into the future, the weeks ahead, the days ahead, months ahead for some of you. Like this is a big plan you're working on. For others, this is just a new life, a new shift, because it's been an ending and a change. Really seeing the scythe there. You've been death. Like you have definitely. I'm just seeing the eye patch as well. I knew this eye patch was going to be something, but now I'm seeing the eye patch on death. Let's hold these up. Your next card you do have is Six of Wands in the future position, but in the past is the death with the black eye patch. And I feel when I see this is that it's really opened your eyes to see through the lens of love, without meaning you're naive or can't have boundaries or anything like that. I just feel like you're perceiving a situation that was once really dark in a way that now benefits you. You're seeing something a lot better. Like you're a lot lighter because of the way you're seeing something, or something that once hurt you, you've turned it into your personal power. You've done something with pain to make it beautiful, or for it to work in your advantage in some way. I feel like as well you're a little bit more cautious moving ahead because of this as well, which is another good thing. The rose has thorns for a reason. So in your future energy, your current energy, I should say, and moving into the week ahead, we have got the Magician after the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands. We'll leave those for a tick. And this is it. You're standing out, you're showing up, you're showing out. Like people are really noticing you. You might be getting a bit of attention for the work that you do. Just the people that you run into are just like, oh, you're looking really good. Like they're really noticing it. You're getting these confirmations from the world or the people in it that you are stepping into your power, and these changes look good on you. Group 3, they do, and they're going to continue to look good on you. The way you're owning your power and the way you're bringing your ideas to life and just going for it. Like you're being supported to push forward. There are walls around you, I feel, a bit here, but rightly so. It's sort of like what you're creating maybe needs protection, and that's good. It feels like it's a good thing, these walls, in a sense, and they just serve for a time. But anyway, let's walk into the week ahead, where we do have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Swords is here, the Ace of Pentacles and Chariot. So while some things are progressing, you're going through a state of purification, transformation, and propelling you into the future and what's next for you, there's still grief and sadness here with the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. Now, for some of you, this could be an incident that comes up this week. It doesn't feel too drastic, honestly. If it is something that just pops up this week and there's a disappointment here, but for many of you, I feel like this is past energy, and it does echo group 1 and 2's readings, where as much as things are moving forward in certain ways, every group was a little different in how you're moving forward and what you're moving forward into, but there was this added message of sadness from the past. And I didn't mention in the other groups, but we are in a Mercury retrograde, and many of you will know that. So there is a lot of reflection from the past. There is a lot of that coming up in your thoughts and dreams. And I'm even having funky dreams right now, like really intense dreams that I'm not usually, like, they come and go, right? But it's apparently a time to be having them. So maybe you too. Five of Cups is sadness and grief. She doesn't notice that there's 2 cups sitting behind her, perfectly full and full of magic and opportunity. She's too upset about what's spilled out. And so you might find yourself this week where some days are that. Some days you're really feeling the release, the sadness, and the maybe even entrapment to the negative thinking around a situation. But there's other days where you're feeling like you're on top of the world. The Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot, like you're ready to embrace these new opportunities. You feel like the universe is bringing blessings to you. There's financial windfall here for some people. There's something here about like a lot of help and assistance and all of the opportunities you need being right before you as you need them. Like you don't really need to strain to make things happen for you at the moment. I feel like that everything you need is just coming to you. And you're meeting it just as well with the Chariot here, making plans for new beginnings. There's something fresh and new here though. Okay. All right. So another thing I'm seeing here is some of you are afraid of a move, afraid of starting again in a sense, maybe afraid of, there's maybe some financial commitments that you might be afraid of facing due to perhaps living alone and being a single person with a single income. Maybe that's what's changed for you. Maybe you've left a dual income situation, family, and come on to be on your own. That might be what's daunting. It's like, where do I go? How do I start again? Some of you, it'll be that type of stress this week, but we need to emphasize, and probably why I was emphasizing before, that, you know, you actually are the magician with a lot of benefits around you. A lot of people noticing how you're stepping into your power, even if you don't feel very powerful right now, or at times, because there's been a loss and some sadness here. There's a need for faith for sure. So in the challenge, we have got the Star, the World, and the Nine of Pentacles, 2 major arcanas with you on your own, if that makes sense. So with the Star, straight away, it is the card of hope, and being in the challenge area, you might be feeling hopeless, you know, or a lack of hope, just not sure how healing or blessings or good things will come about. You know, maybe you can already see that they are, but there's still this sense of like uncertainty and distrust in the universe potentially. And with the World here and the Nine of Pentacles, for me it feels like creating a whole new world on your own for some. Like you know, the challenge is being a single person with the Nine of Pentacles, being self-sufficient and knowing that you're okay. Maybe you've been someone who's constantly been tending to the needs of others. Like I'm getting someone who's perhaps your children have moved out of home now and it's like your time, and it's like, whoa, what do I do with this? Because you've been so committed and devoted to other people and giving and giving and giving that now it's like time for you. What do I do? 111 on the recording. You might be getting a lot of number synchronicities at the moment leading you along the way. But the Nine of Pentacles in the challenge, it just feels like this moment in time, to be honest with you, and that it will pass and that you will find your feet. And for some of you, there may be financial stress and strain. I did get that repeated message in this reading a few times. You might be rebuilding yourself from some sort of financial crisis or struggle. For others of you, it's like you really want to do something with your career, or maybe you're being online. Maybe you're wanting to get a lot of share your work online and get a lot of views your direction and help people in a certain way, or spread the word of what it is that you do. And there might be in the challenge area, like just like you've got this big dream, this big wish for massive success. I feel like to be a star of the world, to teach other people about how to move into their abundance, how to just moving into your own first to do so. But I just feel like I got to say, you need not worry. Anyway, further guidance on what will help with the challenge, or just with help with challenges in general. In general, we have the Seven of Wands with the Six of Pentacles reversed. So standing up for yourself against people who will take advantage of you financially, emotionally, mentally, however which way. This is with the Six of Pentacles reversed, there's an unequal give and take in a situation, and you're needing to defend yourself and not fall victim or be manipulated. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So I do see like fears around success or fears around finances, feeling a little stuck and stagnant, feeling like maybe your business isn't taking off how you'd like, or you've got these plans and these dreams, but like there's just this sense that things are not going as you'd hoped, or there's this lack, fear bundle of yarn that I'm trying to unravel right now, and I don't think we need to. I think we just need to throw it away, to be honest. Just throw it away. So defending yourself, cutting away people that are up against you. The Seven of Wands is all about standing up for what you believe in, even if it feels like the odds are against you. It's still sticking to your guns and protecting yourself where necessary. No overgiving, no being manipulated. Six of Pentacles reverse. So no longer giving to people who can help themselves, because they can help themselves. I'm really getting, especially there's one person in particular I'm feeling. For some of you, it's your adult child. For some of you, it's your ex or something. There's someone here that wants more from you than they deserve. The Eight of Swords. Cups. Yeah. With the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, to me, it's more about self-doubt around your ability to be successful. And there's a bit of work that maybe needs to be done around that. Believing in yourself, just creating routines that help build success mindset. Just doing certain things every single day repetitively, keep showing up, because it builds that success. Maybe feeling trapped to some unhealthy habits, spending habits, eating habits, whatever it is. You might just feel like, you've got to break free from something that just isn't really helping you. So, some of this is an imbalance maybe have nothing to do with anyone else, but it's your own personal imbalances with behaviors, and it's something you're wanting to break free from, and you absolutely can and will. Further guidance, we have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Devil. I don't know why I love the Eight of Pentacles so much. I love the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Four of Wands. I just feel so much joy when they come into a reading. I know why, but I kind of don't, but I do. Anyway, Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Look at the whole combo. See how she side eyes. She's working, but she's looking back up at the Devil energy there. But what she's actually working on and facing is the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful union. It's community. It's people that are on your spiritual journey with you. It's enjoying the moment. It's being a part of family celebrations and festivities. It's just the most wholesome moments of a family or a community or a tribe. And that's what you want to build. That's what you want to work towards. That's something that means a lot to you. Stability and harmony within the home. Love thy neighbor. It's all in this energy, but the Devil's here too. So it's you're working really, really hard to overcome a certain energy that perhaps kept you from this. So this could be I was just hearing toxic, jealous, negative ex. So maybe that's the situation for some of you. Maybe this is also a job that you have been just, like I saw before, you've been giving maybe all of your energy to a certain area, and now you've got this space to do something you want with it. What do I do? So it may be that you're changing your job role into something that's more meaningful to you. Maybe you're leaving behind work so that you can commit more fully to this next chapter of your life, whatever that may be. Maybe you're making a home, maybe you're making babies and building a family. Whatever this is, you're leaving behind maybe the corporate world for something more soulful and aligned for you. You're doing it, you're creating, but you're learning from your past too. You're keeping an eye on someone here with the Devil. That might be a particular, for those that it's a person, it's you've got one eye, sleeping with one eye open sort of thing. You're working very hard at what you're doing, but there's something in the background cooking, something, but you're just keeping your wits about you, is what I feel with regards to that energy. It doesn't feel like it has power over you. You are the magician. You are surrounded by the Six and Eight of Wands, which is victory and recognition and propelling forward and just support. Right? You're surrounded by support, I feel, whether that be the people around you or in spirit. just noticing all the earrings in her ears. I've really been noticing them in ladies, in like people, I guess, lately, and just love all the earrings that people wear down the sides of their ears. And she's got that here. I really like it. Looks nice. But anyway, so maybe that's literal a message for some. Maybe you're wanting to get a piercing, or you're wanting to change your hair, or just maybe look a little more edgy, or just do something that expresses a part of you that wants to come to life. And again, like I get that feeling there's some things here that have never really lived yet. They've always been inside of you, but maybe they've not been acknowledged, or you just didn't know that about yourself yet. And so I feel like this journey where you're at right now is about getting to know yourself and these parts that have been maybe been too busy, maybe they've been suppressed, like whatever it is, like something about your authenticity that is coming to life here that's quite exciting. In the outcome energy, we have the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Empress. I'd love to see it. So Sailor Moon energy in some of these cards. I just love this deck. But Knight of Wands. So for some of you, this is like a very exciting opportunity to join a new work situation or join a new collaboration of some kind with the Three of Pentacles. You're working together with people that are exciting and motivated and very driven. There's a lot of passion with the Knight of Wands here, the Empress. This could also, let me get a little more on this as well, because I see another message for others, but let's just keep reading. I will confirm what I was feeling a second ago, because that might be the devil energy of someone who's off and on, hot and cold, not quite as committed as you need. But let's leave that for a tick, because this is also your motivation. This is your passion. This is you going out and exercising and just ticking goals and just being full of life, like doing the things you enjoy doing, being creative. The Three of Pentacles is an artistry card, but it's also teamwork. So learning from different people, maybe learning from your children, learning from people who are younger than you, or for others the other way around, you might be learning from a very advanced, experienced elder in your community or in your industry. With the Empress, you might be being nurtured by a teacher or a guide or a healer of some kind, your mother with the Empress here. You may be for some of you, this is the journey of motherhood. Maybe you're conceiving or moving into the next journey with regards to that. But let's just confirm. I don't know if I told you the Four of Swords was on the bottom of the deck of this reading. So a time to contemplate and meditate, time to step back and rest. Although there's a lot of, many mixed messages here. Let's see what this Knight of Wands is all about. Because that's a kind of feel to peek at these. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Let's let some cards come out, but that did confirm what I was feeling. There we go. The King of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Boom. Five of Swords. And that's what I'm feeling here too. Like you're in a state now where you can be very picky and choosy of who you give your energy to. I mean, everyone should. But where you're at right now and what you've learned with the past experience here and the way you see the world and the way that other people are looking to you, the way you're looking to yourself, it's like, if you want to be on my team, you got to make the cut. Like I just really feel like you do have higher standards with the people around you these days, and that's a good thing. You're also, able to speak quite clearly and honestly with the people that are not meeting the standard. Like we've got some really harsh boundaries here. I don't want to say harsh, I want to say hard. Maybe they're harsh, maybe they need to be. But the Five of Swords is here to say that you are not going to, even for a second, identify with or connect with any of this energy that is confusing, misleading, dishonest. The Moon is there, the Seven of Cups is there, things that make you just feel uncertain or gritty or sticky. It's not like, you don't want to be committed to anything that's not on your page, that's not on your par. So I feel like the Empress is like, maybe you're also teaching a lot of people how to identify that and step into their own, like I feel like a lot of teacher and guide energy in you. So you have a lot to offer other people with what you're currently learning. Is there anything else? We've got enough time. I'll have a little look. Okay, the Seven of Swords, damn straight. Just no time for this shady shit. Group 3, Seven of Swords. You're just, yeah, you already likely know who that is about and what that is about. Somebody who's perhaps really just inconsistent or unreliable. And you're just not having a part of that. What you're having a part of is more aligned, committed connections. Like you're walking towards it if it's not already in your life, and you're really starting to appreciate it more, or you're pulling it in and it's becoming. So let's go to the oracles for this reading. We have purification. I did say we'll have a peek at the book, although it is what it is with black tourmaline there. Let's just read the start little bit, I suppose. Oh, hang on, I'm feeling called to read this bit. A mild anxiety or uncertainty about letting go is a sign that you're breaking through a fear barrier into more trust and openness to life. Those feelings will pass into joy soon enough. If there is something deeper hanging, perhaps you're feeling absolute terror at the prospect of releasing a person, place, behavior, or thing, even though you know it is the best to do so, then be comforted. The divine has infinite compassion. You will not be forced, but you will be asked to hand over what the divine knows is not right for you. You always have free will, and you can always choose to keep holding on, but your heart will know that the divine has only your best interest at heart, and there is so much the universe wants to give you to receive it. However, you'll need to create some room. It is safe to let go. It helps you receive. I feel quite emotional when I connect to that part of the verse. And maybe you too. And I just see that picture in my head. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's like Jesus holding a teddy bear behind his back. You can Google image search it, it'll come up. And there's a little boy with a tiny teddy bear, and Jesus is like, trust me, you can give me the teddy bear. And he's like, no, I love it so much. But behind Jesus's back is an even bigger teddy bear, like a huge one. He'll be so happy. And it's just that message of trust anyway. But anyway, what was I gonna read? When purification is offered, you need to release something that isn't serving you. It could be anything from a relationship to a belief system, a physical toxin that has become stuck in your body. That one feels big. You might be really going through a physical detox to help your blood or help your body, your mind, whatever. Or an emotional block preventing you from taking your next step on your life path. It may even be physical possessions that don't mean as much to you as they once did, that could be given away to help another instead. This creates space to receive what is meaningful instead. I'm still trying to go back to what I wanted to read, which was the original bit, but things are jumping, so you just take it. Sometimes you become so used to carrying something that it starts to feel natural to do so. It isn't until you no longer have that burden that you realize exactly how much easier your life is without it, and how you didn't need to hold on to it at all. Attachment is a powerful force, however, and fear can have you reactively holding on to the very thing that is drowning you, whilst trying to convince you that it is your life raft. All right. Is that all we need from here, I think? Let's just read the bit we were going to. So the gift of purification, this card, is your chance to let go of what you no longer wish to hold on to. It might be a toxic burden within your body, mind, or emotions you wish to be freed from, so that you can feel lighter, happier, and more energized to attend to the things that matter the most. We come to you at a time when you have been overloaded with energies, thoughts, or even perhaps physical toxins or possessions, inhibiting your capacity for joy and vibrancy. If there is any fear within at the prospect of releasing something from your life, be assured this cleansing is a loving grace that will help you feel happier. We're not here to take anything from you, but rather free you from what you no longer wish to hold on to. The more you are willing to allow us to assist in this process, the better and clearer you shall feel. Insights into your relationships, choices in life, and issues that may have confused you will become very clear. You will become more aware of your truths and feel empowered to live your life on your own terms. There's only benefit to gain here, and our blessing comes straight from the heart of the divine to assist you. I love that so much. I got so many feelings. Not enough to actually make me cry, which is good. Nobody needs to see that. Anyway, we've got electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. I love this electricity, the shock, the illumination of it all. It really makes me feel like things will become surprising. Your ideas, they will perhaps just pop out of seemingly nowhere. Maybe you've already got some great ideas, and this is the encouragement to bring them to life. You have the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries, beautiful, strong, hard shell there. We don't need to go much further into it. It is what it is. You know where those boundaries are needed. We had 2 cards coming together here as well with time to let go, or time to go, and orphaned. And both of these being so dark and grey and murky, you may really just resonate with the imagery or the colour alone. And then the wording, time to go and orphaned. Both of these cards are sometimes we can find ourselves, especially with the orphaned card, repeating patterns from our childhood, from the dynamics we grew up around, or even finding, orphaned can be about finding surrogate families or connections in places that actually aren't so healthy for us. Maybe do we go to the book for orphaned a little bit, perhaps? Time to go is what it is. It is time to go. It's time to walk away from a situation. And I actually really liked how these are both walking away here. Like it, I'm leaving. That's in the past energy too. Like you've probably already left. But the orphaned message, we are all meant to have connections with other people within our families, societies, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when we become a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is your need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before, and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like-minded spirit. It's okay to let go of the pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. And I just feel these cards here too. Like even if you haven't quite found that you might feel like a bit of an orphan. Maybe you've always been drifting on your own. Maybe even from a small child, trying to find where you fit and belong. But keep working on this thing you're working on, whether this is yourself, your mindset, your body, your career, like whatever this thing is you're building, maybe it's lots of them. It leads you towards these kindred spirits, this place of belonging. That's everything I feel when I see the Four of Cups. It leads you to that and away from these toxic attachments and just things that aren't right for you. So where else are we? We've got some self-care cards and some tea leaf oracles. Let's go for the tea leaf because what the heck, they're all so amazing. You got 4-leaf clover with great good fortune. It's not just good fortune, but great good fortune. And with the 4-leaf clover, did I say tea leaf? I meant 4-leaf clover. What is tea leaf clover? Because there's 4 of them and they're all really good. But anyway, this is a rare find, right? It's lucky to stumble across, and you will feel that way. You have carrot, opportunity, or a windfall. Seeing through the dark. Carrots help with a better sight as well. The mountain road, you're on the road to success. Can't help but notice all the twists and turns along the way, of course. Don't let those get you down because you're working towards what? Success. I love that. Great good fortune. You're on you're on the road to success, and then success came out. A couple more self-caring prompts here. We have build strength. We felt that through the reading as well. You might be building physical strength, exercising. We have pleasure. I'll leave that one with you. And we have be still, a time to just rest. Maybe if you do a yoga practice, actually take that moment at the end to lay in savasana and take it all in. Meditation, resting. You have change a bad habit. We've got chips and chocolates in the imagery. Maybe it's smoking, maybe it's drinking, maybe it's too many online readings, like whatever it is for you. Change a bad habit. We have sacral chakra, and this is about your creativity, your sexual expression, healthy expression of emotions, your It says it only affords you that that chakra is out of balance. Maybe you resonate with that, but I like to just take the message from that chakra that this is a time to really support that self-expression, that part of you that your inner fire. I feel it's time for that to come alive and be nurtured, and for the whole world to see it with, like, there's a lot of attention coming your way now or in the near future with all of these wands around the magician here, 6 of Wands. So group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. I saw 3311 then on the recording. It's gone for a little longer than expected, but that's how it goes. So yeah, look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.